What is up guys, Uncle Crit here. Finally solo queue has been back for a couple days now and I've been playing it quite a bit. This is the first of my Diamond 3 promotion games and I really wanted to share it with you guys. I tried out a new editing style and I'll be highlighting clips instead of the full gameplay. Comment below what you think about it and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to become a real Tryndamere god. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right into the game.
Into battle!
We gotta do a quick stop in the loading screen because I wanted to show you my fabulous diamond border. There we go. We are going to invade level 1 and we got a pretty nice level 1 because of Nautilus. I mean, he does have his Q and his auto attack to stun the enemies and we could get a pretty easy first blood kill. Jhin walks up to us, but unfortunately the Nautilus doesn't hit his Q and the Lee Sin as well. But we might get the Elise. Nautilus throws out his Q, I spin into the Elise and I flash ignite. Yeah, I do. Nice one. We get a lot of damage onto the Malz as well, but we couldn't quite kill him. But it's pretty nice because we are 1 and 20 into almost Nautilus, almost. We're 1 and 25 into the game right now, so he has to go back since he just has a slither of health left, so he has to go back and I got a free lane for the first couple seconds. Since I got first blood, I want to push out my lane to head back to base because I really want another item, like really badly, because I just want to spend the money I just got. So I'm going back to base, and since I can't afford something like a Vampiric Scepter, I just go with Doran's Blade, because why not? I'm thinking about Dagger, but it kind of doesn't seem worth because its cost is so little, like 300. It doesn't feel like a lead then. Alright, I'm a level 5 right now, and well, I'm going to engage here onto the Malz. I get my slow off and a pretty nice crit there, another auto attack and the Malz stunzo. Free motherfucking kill, and by now, 10 minutes into the game, I'm 3-0 and I'm going in for another round with my pet Malz. Yeah, he's pretty weak, I can kill him pretty easily, but I don't pay attention to the map and Elise comes right out of the crowd and I die, unfortunately. So yeah, there's that. You should always pay attention to where the enemy jungler is, even though you are ahead really far. I pick out the Soraka because she thinks she's in her own jungle, but actually it's mine and she should get out of my freaking jungle. Holy shit. I want to get the rep buff really badly. Luckily Elise didn't have her smite up, but I get gangbanged really good. I don't get the Elise quite, but at least I get the Jhin. And what's perfect right here is Jhin got the kill and not Elise or Malz, so the rep buff disappears and no one gets to have it. There is a little fight on the top lane. Lee Sin kicks Yasuo into the wall and there he goes, right into heaven. 17 minutes into the game by now. Pretty nice initiation by Lee Sin. He gets supported by the Nautilus and the GPR. Oh, really nice wind wall to dodge the Nautilus Q. But I kind of overextend there. I went in a little too deep to get the kill, just like in the jungle before. I was so like ahead of myself. I was so sure I could kill them all, but I wasn't actually that far ahead to 1v9. So yeah, at least GP gets out, and that was kind of throw, and I baited my team into going in there. But yeah, it's still fine. We're still far ahead. Now is 80 minutes into the game and I get a void, and there we go. There's my Rift Herald buff And Yasuo's on top lane, you can see him on the minimap. So I click onto the little plant and Yasuo dies for free. Because he didn't acknowledge our presence, I guess. He wanted to steal our camp, and I mean, he should get out of our jungle. Don't you think so as well? The Jhin and the Elise are pushing bot lane right now, and I don't really know what the fuck they're doing there, because my team is sieging mid lane, a 4-man squad, and Soraka's kind of alone, some are dead, and Elise moved back, but Jhin is still pushing, which is kind of dumb because it's not worth to get to tier 1 tower if you lose 3 turrets and an inhibitor for it. I mean, yeah, you can do the math on that yourself. So yeah, Jhin is finally able to get his tower desperately, but we gotta push even further, and there's a little fight going on. The Nautilus ulted the Soraka, and I think I can burst down the Malz, but I didn't acknowledge the exhaust. I didn't acknowledge the presence of the Soraka there. Like, I thought she had used her exhaust, but apparently she didn't, and I die for free because I'm so freaking deep into the enemy territory. Gangplank W is just disgusting. I mean, you can cleanse the fucking Malzahar R. I mean, what the fuck? Holy fuck. That's crazy. But the champion is balanced in my opinion, and pretty hard to play with all the barrels, and yeah, all the setup you have to do to play the champ properly, and his early game is the best as well. The Lee Sin got a really nice kick onto the Jhin, but unfortunately he flashes out. Good for him. I'm still chilling in base, and yeah, you can see I have 6 deaths by now. Too much over hyping, if you know what I mean. I kind of overstayed. Yeah, that's the word. That's way better. Overstayed. Like, I think 3 to 4 times. I think 1 or 2 of my deaths are worth, but like the rep buff one, that was pretty much worth. So yeah, a lot of deaths are sacrifices you have to do if you want to win the game, but not always. Like, you should try to not die, of course. My team fights with the enemies on the top lane, and they get an inhibitor out of it, and I push down the bot lane tower. Unfortunately, I couldn't get out of the range of the tower, and I was so tilted at that moment that I was like, oh fuck this shit, I'm just going to R and get the freaking tower, because yeah. Well, the Yasuo finally realizes I'm doing the inhibitor, and he's blocking all the minion damage with his wind wall. So the inhibitor is unfortunately not down, but it's actually not a big deal because we got 2 open inhibs top and mid. So yeah, pretty much a free game from this perspective right here. I steal a couple of Krugs and the rep buff to get even more gold, and now I'm kind of greedy for the inhib because I was tilted at that moment. So I'm desperately trying to get this freaking inhib right here, but it's a huge mistake from my part. I think we should just group and do Nasher, but I mean, I'm just a human, I do mistakes as well. So I do have rep buff and Rift Herald, so I think at that point that I can burst it down, but unfortunately the Malzahar is there and suppresses me, so I can't auto attack, and even my R was on cooldown, so it was a pretty freaking dumb idea to engage there, and I even baited my team into going in. It was a pretty nice kick if the angle was a little bit more to the top. He could have gotten a 2-man knockup, but he didn't, so we kind of lose the fight since I'm not there as well. So yeah, my team is pretty much dead right here because I baited him. yeah, you can see in the chat I was pretty fucking tilted from this inhib. And yeah, now the Gangplank dies too. But luckily the Lee Sin survives. So if the jungle survives, the enemies can't really do Baron. So yeah, and we're ahead as well. The Yasuo is kind of in enemy territory, so he's pretty much dead. Even though he almost got the Lee Sin. I should have helped him earlier, but I didn't see it actually. There is a Soraka and I try to sneak onto her, which I do actually get, which is pretty fucking amusing. And there's an Elise. I should really E out there, but since I'm a greedy motherfucker, I E in and I pay the price. I die for it, unfortunately, because I didn't really see the items Elise had. If you look at her items, she got a Rhaenyn's Omen and the tank jungle item and some more armor. So yeah, it wasn't really a great idea to engage onto her, because it took me ages to get her low. But fortunately my team is there. There's a pretty nice engage by Lee, the ward hop and the flash kick. So yeah, the Nautilus knocked up the Malzahar to cancel his ultimate, and my team at this point my team even wins like 4v5 through everything we've done by now. Yeah, I think in conclusion it was a pretty nice game, and yeah, that was my first game of the Diamond 3 promos, and I will do the other one as well. And thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day.